Hello students. In this module we are going to learn about the natural vegetation in India. Let's begin. These are the types of vegetation found in India. First one is tropical evergreen rainforest, followed by tropical deciduous, thorn forest, tidal forest and Himalayan or mountain forest. In the next slide there is a map, and this map I have clicked from your book itself, and this is the map to show the distribution. Let us see here the tropical deciduous forest. Most part of the country is covered by this forest. Thorn forest is actually the desert forest vegetation. These are the dry areas. This is a part of Deccan Plateau which lies to the leeward side of the Western Ghats, and this is the Thar Desert, which is again dry. And you know the reason. In the chapter climate we have learned why these zones of India are dry and they receive less rainfall, and as a result there is thorn forest. Now the next is the tidal forest. So the tidal forests are formed near the deltas of the various rivers, and as the name says, it has a lot to do with the coastal areas, because the tides as well as the river water, both of them are responsible for the sustenance of such forest. Tidal forests are also known as mangrove or littoral forest. You will come to know later as we will proceed with the video. The next is the Himalayan forest. So northern part of India, which is mountainous, here is found the Himalayan forest or the mountain vegetation. And the last one is tropical rain forest. So in the tropical parts of India and the areas which receives very heavy rainfall support tropical rain forest. So let us proceed further. First one in the list of vegetation in India is tropical evergreen rainforest. Now students, this type of forest grows in India or anywhere in the world where there is very good amount of rainfall. They are evergreen because the trees do not shed all their leaves altogether. They shed their leaves but little at a time. Look at the map. So these are the areas in India where we find tropical rain forest. Now children, I have given some questions related to the tropical evergreen rainforest. First you read the portion of tropical rainforest from the book, and then you try to find out these answers. Now children, the next one is tropical deciduous forest. We also call it the monsoon forest. Look at the map. This forest covers the largest part of India. Deciduous forests, deciduous trees are the trees that shed all their leaves in a particular season. Whereas the previous one we learnt, tropical rain forest, they are evergreen in nature. They do not shed all their leaves at a time, but they shed a few leaves and they are always green. They never shed all their leaves altogether. So this is the distribution of deciduous forest. Look at the questions. See children, here I have written the questions related to the tropical deciduous or monsoon forest. Next is the thorn or scrub forest. I told you this is the desert type of vegetation. So Thar Desert and the leeward side of Western Ghats, that is the part of Deccan Plateau, they are covered with the thorn forest. Questions related to thorn and scrub forest. Children, the meaning of scrub I have written here. It means short bushes and plants that mainly grow in areas receiving less rainfall. Let's proceed. So we are learning about the tidal forest or mangrove forest. See this picture. I'll take it closer. Can you see the vegetation is submerged under the water? I'll show you more pictures. I hope this concept is becoming clear. See again the picture of the breathing roots. See, this is the peculiar scene of a tidal forest, and see how the roots are submerged inside the water. So very beautiful picture. You can see the roots can be seen, which is submerged under the sea water. And some part of it called breathing roots are above the water so that they can get sufficient oxygen. See how beautifully captured this picture. Can you see underwater the roots are also visible? It's very crystal clear water. I hope children this is clear. Later I have added several questions and their answer to make this concept clearer. See, this is a picture of a mangrove forest. I'll take it closer. You can see the roots, the breathing roots. See how beautiful it looks. One more picture. Now children, I have added some facts like the Pichavaram mangroves in Tamil Nadu in India is one of the largest mangrove forests. And then about other forests also which grow in Bengal, in Odisha, and the mangroves of Andaman and Nicobar. About them also, and even in the Gulf of Kutch in Gujarat. So about them also I have mentioned here. I have also mentioned about the breathing roots and what is their purpose. So followed by this slide children, there are more slides with certain question like why do mangroves have breathing roots? Mangroves have breathing roots because the soil in which mangrove grow are poor in oxygen and some part of the roots are exposed to air to obtain oxygen. So the last vegetation in the list is mountain forest, as we have seen in the map. So this is the map. You can see in northern part of India, which is mostly mountainous, here is found the mountain forest. I have put questions children, but I would like to discuss a concept that the change of vegetation with altitude. Children, you must know, being a student of standard 10, you should know this concept for better understanding. So here I have tried to show that how with increase in height, the nature of vegetation changes. Look at the diagram very carefully and listen to what I say. I'll use a pointer to make it easier. This is the foothill area or the lowest part of the slope. Here the rainfall is more and the temperature is not that low. So good amount of rainfall encourages the growth of tropical rainforest. As we move further, the temperature decreases and also the amount of rainfall decreases. So this area has temperate forest or deciduous forest. We can see as we move further with altitude, there is written needle leaf forest. The needle leaf forest signifies coniferous forest. Children, you remember your Christmas tree with a conical top and needle-like leaves? So yes, needle leaf forest is coniferous forest. These forests grow in areas experiencing snowfall. So to protect themselves, they have a conical top. As we proceed further with altitude, temperature further reduces. It is very low and here we find tundra type of vegetation. As you remember, I have taught you in standard 9, tundra vegetation has mostly mosses and lichens and they grow only in summer. They are actually leaf-like vegetation sticking to the rocks when the snow melts. Otherwise, there is no vegetation during winter. As we proceed further to the highest part of the mountain, it's snow-clad actually. I mean to say it is covered with ice and snow throughout the year. It has a phenomena called permafrost. Permafrost means the subsoil is permanently frozen and therefore nothing can grow here. It doesn't support the growth of any type of plants or trees. So the highest part of the mountain where the temperature is extremely low, there is no vegetation. So children, we have seen in this diagram that how with the increasing height, the vegetation is becoming sparse and the pattern of vegetation is also changing. So thank you. This was all for today.